Alright guys, so welcome back to From the Depths, episode 21. I've got to quickly try to do something because we got an enemy force like right on top of us at the moment. Which side? Or that direction, I guess? God damn game. That, and that. Okay, so these are the fighters. God damn it. Police force is out of play. Alright, there we go. Is this one blockaded? It is, isn't it? Oh, that's fine. Okay. So basically we're going to be trying to use these cram drones to take out this barracuda. So yeah, they're definitely not mucking about here. They decided to pretty much throw everything at us, so in return, we're going to try and get, I think I can get more cram drones out here. Should be able to afford 2 more maybe? Okay, this should be enough. Alright, these are all going to be in one group. We've got to start up this fight. Okay, alright, so this should be a good enough setup to be able to get this fight done. Fingers crossed. Now I've tested this a bunch of times over in the construction mode, in creative mode, sort of working on these drones a bit and trying to get them ready for this fight. Each time it has gone perfectly, so fingers crossed we should have this. Hopefully. Okay. The only annoying part is if my character sort of randomly gets sniped, I can't watch the fight. So the important thing is making sure that the cram drones don't get too close to each other, because if they do, they can kind of, firstly, all get hit at once, but secondly, end up ramming into each other and damaging each other, or simply messing with each other's ability to avoid. There we go. That's a solid hit. Oh god damn. Okay, so they need to hit those cannons already. Each time I tested it, they dealt with it quicker than this. That's fine. So the crams are essentially going to be disposable. We just need to cripple this ship. Oh, come on. Don't do that. The toughest part of this fight is, like, I can't even bring a big ship in to try and take this thing on, because all of those are bombers. So they are just continuously hailing shots at it. Ah. Okay, good. It looks like we've done enough damage. Alright. Now I just need the cram drones to survive as long as they can. Keep pummeling it. I'm going to try and get up to the surface, because I would have sunk. Where's the airship relative to us? If we can get there in time, we can commandeer this thing when it falls out of the sky. As long as things don't go terribly here. Try and stay above the water line as much as I can. Yeah, it's still getting pummeled. Alright. Hopefully my other ships don't spawn in and kinda end up doing anything silly and dying. Hopefully I don't get murdered inside this thing as well. There we are. Alright. Now, I believe we should have an AI core towards the front and towards the back. Okay, so and here there should be an AI core somewhere up the back of here, I believe. from memory from last time I was mucking around with this. Vehicle in another mode. I believe there was one down there. I don't know if I got it and all that, or it might be behind that. Hang on, let me double check. Oop. You know, it's still in there, yeah. Yeah, it is behind that, okay. So we're just gonna bust through this. I'm gonna turn this on just because otherwise might end up getting killed by our own bullets. And yeah, it's a before you can suddenly start accidentally killing yourself with this gun. So it's a bit annoying at times. Alright, come on. Up. I believe the other one should be back here. Behind that. So, move away from these. Whoa, batteries. Try and bust our way in. Because it should be, from memory, behind this. Somewhere there should be an AI. I think. There. So yeah, it's behind that. Alright. It's going to take us a little while to bust through 100%. But again, the forces we sent into this were, worst case scenario, expendable. No, it's dismantling around me, isn't it? Of course it is. I couldn't bust through the steel in time. It's the only part that bugs me with that. Is they armor up the AR behind any kind of like steel armor or anything, and you're just screwed. You can't do anything with it. Alright, so apparently we've got a crap ton of resources. Like, I'm going to assume that's our resources being displayed there with the 38,000. So I mean, we got some resources off the enemy. If we actually got all these resources. But god damn. That's so much lost though. Okay, so our fighters should be out there engaging. Or out one fighter, sorry. Okay. So yeah, definitely needed us to hop in. Whoops. Don't want to be on top. Definitely want to be inside. Alright, but yeah, needed us in here just so we can repair stuff. It does look like our drones may have picked up all those resources. So we may at least be able to come out of this with something. God, we really did spend like all of our drones on that though. Okay. So let's try taking over. We'll, try to guide these enemies over towards our cram drones, and yeah. But I mean, that was 140,000 material airship that we were just up against, or 130,000 or whatever. It's there we go. Definitely value. Alright. So pull these forces out of play. There we go. Okay. Enemy salvage, so there's another small amount there. Alright, small cram drone, and Small cram drone. That's another one. Okay, so there's 4. I believe there was 5. Which means I think we lost 1 entirely. Now the fighter seems to have come out of it perfectly fine, essentially. So what I'm going to do is go to this, hit that button. Alright, so what little resources we do have there are about to disappear, but I mean, should come in useful. Having these cram drones still around, they can protect this fortress, and we now have the fighters ready to move on. Still got the sledges heading back that way, the nimble fighter. Alright, so we get that fuel-based fighter group to quickly head over there, pick up those resources, and then maybe go start some fights, because now we should have the upper hand. I mean, I can't see the deep water guard having too much crap over there to throw at us after all that. So we should be okay. I do need to form them back up into a fleet though. But yeah, so we protected the fortress. We still got a few more resources, nothing compared to what we've spent on all this, but it's probably going to be looking better for us against the Deepwater Guard now. Okay, so their economy doesn't show anything, but I mean, regardless, they just lost a ton of resources. Now, whack those into a fleet, and then off we go. Okay, so that's one fighter squadron over there. How much were these worth again, actually? These are worth 4 plus 4.5. Nothing has another 1280. Kind of thinking about making up more fighters. Kind of tempted to even just get rid of the Straussland to make up 2 squadrons of fighters and sort of start sending them out so they can start scouting up north a bit more. And yeah, I don't know. See how we go. For the moment, just need these things to move a little bit quicker, to be honest. 27 meters per second. Hang on. That's absolutely not right. I'm gonna get these things into the water, and then I'll have to spawn all 3 of them in and let them sort of get their actual speed rating, because that's way off. Cram drones aren't too bad with 37, but I believe even they're supposed to go faster. It's just I haven't had them properly accelerating forward yet. Alright, play these out of play forces. Here we go. I need them to hit their actual speed and not run into each other or anything silly. 72, okay. Alright, that should be fine. So 74 meters per second. I can deal with that until I can at least get it out into open water. Alright, that's better. So we still got this fighter up here as well. And so send it out to do a bit more scouting on its own. Game's getting a bit choppy though. I will say that. Even with all our forces out of play. Oh, hang on. What's this about? Game, stop. Settle. Settle. My god, it's so choppy all of a sudden. So we got a red tuna. I think it might be on its own. Alright. Oh no, it is not. Okay, so we haven't saved for a while, so let's save it up. And we got a little bit left for this episode. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, I think we're gonna No. What? Oh, for God's sake, game. Give me 2 seconds to look at something. Scuttle gun. Okay. Alright. Okay, alright. We'll bring the Cramdorans over here, and we'll do this fight over here somewhere in a sec, because this thing's blockaded, and so it's gonna get forced into a fight whether I like it or not. Stupid blockading crap. Game? There we go. Alright. So... we should be fine to deal with this thing now. But there's a decent amount of firepower on it though. Mind commandeering it. It does have good firepower. It's not a bad little ship. Alright, stop it. What I might do is I might actually commandeer this one as well. I'm going to sell up the other 2 sledges though. I might keep this one around and I might actually use it. Eventually. Because I mean, that kind of firepower isn't half bad to have on the side. In a fight. Have another big airship or whatever come in to pull this thing in alongside one of the fighters and have the fighters engage the airship. And that thing just kind of hailing shots at it, much like a Cramdorn. Whoa. Okay, well, it picked that friggin' opportunity. Okay. Good. One more barrage of misses, I think. Probably try and commandeer. And then next episode we can try and take on the next fight. I'm quite pleased we managed to get that airship down though, because mucked around with that one of those things a bunch in creative, and it is actually a pretty tough ship. Those bombers basically sets it up so that you can't really bring in like a large ship against it. You just want like a bunch of small ships going in, as otherwise it's just bad times. Okay, what we might do is... oh, that's actually too dangerous. I was going to say I'll set it to combat and let it do its own thing while I swim over, but it'll suicide for sure. So instead, just sort of dump it, like so. Come on. Oh my god, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There we go. Okay. Right, so I'll skip this one. Okay, we're on board. Whoop. Okay, I just landed on the ship and then in the ship, and now I'm up. I guess. What the hell? Don't know what's down that way, but I hope it's to do with the AI. Oop. Okay. AI would be... where would one put the AI? Somewhere in here, maybe? No. Ah. Okay. Sweet, so that is down there. Alright, it's gonna be difficult to get to. But we got this. Try to make this as quick as possible. Hopefully I don't do too much damage to it and end up destroying it. But if this thing's not too expensive to build, why do you make like a custom version of this? And not utilizing it. Oh, for the love of God, it's wood, just break. I hate how weird it is about how you've got to hit things. Because it's hitting the plank next to it instead of hitting this one. For whatever reason, because I'm saying too close, I guess. There we go. Oh, yeah. Really armored the crap out of this thing. Okay, down here. Blow that up. Blow up this fuel, and then we should be able to reach the AI just under it, I believe. Okay, alright, let me out. Let me out. Okay, good stuff. Alright, so battle's done. Scuttle gun is out of play and being repaired. And those two are heading back. And we got our cram drones ready to do their thing for whatever comes over the island. Alongside the fighters. Yeah, we should be good. Alright, so yeah. I think that's it for this episode, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Have a good one.